Hello everyone, and welcome to week 6 of the ICP. We are taking on Mr. AP himself, our boogeyman, our worst nemesis. That's a joke, by the way. AP's a good friend of ours, but he has beat us 7 times in a row, and he is probably one of the best Draft League players I've ever played, so this is going to be tough. It almost feels at times like the world is against me. So many times we've got so close. We've got better over time. We got 6-0 the first game, but we lost on a roll, I believe, last time, or a miss. I could be wrong. One of the two. I do remember there was some luck involved. So we're getting very close to winning. Hopefully this is the time in the ICP that we finally get this really important win that could help us get closer to that playoff spot. But anyway, let's get straight into AP's team. Enough glaze. First of all, AP has Greninja, very fast. Gouging Fire, one of the scariest draft Pokemon. Gliscor, one of AP's favorites, super defensive. Matched with another of AP's favorites, the Clefable. Two very strong defensive Pokemon. One is Unaware, prevents our setup mons from getting much super value if that thing is defensive and can counter them. Stuff like our Nasty Plunk Darkrai obviously doesn't allow it to keep those boosts in front of Clefable, at least, especially if I do think it's going to be max per def this week. So yeah. Gliscor, very solid Fizdefmon, obviously with that poison heal ability. You can also set up like every hazard under the book. Stealth Rock Spikes, T-Spikes being an annoying defensive pivot, protect around, just an annoying mon. Scizor, Defogger for the team, really solid mon, obviously the only one weakness, but also very strong priority in Bullet Punch, which can help it revenge a lot of our fast offensive mons. Glimmora, obviously that and really annoying ability, either can be Toxicking, are poison types and steel types, stuff like Metagross and Dragalge, which could be tough, or it could be that lead toxic debris set, or it could even be offensive. You forget this thing has a super high special attack stat, so it can also be very dangerous there. Then we get into AP's first Terra Captain, which is Terra Raikou, can be any type. Terrifying, can have that electric ice combo, which I do think is the strongest thing into us, and it's going to be super terrifying, but also being very fast. We have the Terra Iron Leaves as well as another fast mon, can be obviously boost to speed or boost to attack, while also being able to terrestrialize and give it an extra stab option alongside the already very strong signature move. And Leaf Blade for Lynx is his next mon. I don't think it's going to come, but it could be like a no retreat life orb set, Defiant, so we can't intimidate it or anything or lower its attack in any way, which could be a bit scary. And also the Noctowl as a secondary defogger. I also forget Glimmora is another removal option in Multispin, but I doubt it comes that weak in that regard. But still, yeah, him having double defog Mortal Spin gives him good removal. So. And we're also having incredible setup with Glimmora and Gliscor. So yeah, very tough team. But let's get right into what we are bringing. First of all, we have our Expert Belt Darkrai, and this is specifically built to handle that Clefable, which is such a big threat. We have the Expert Belt, which boosts our Sludge Bomb to hit that Clefable super effectively. I do believe if he is unaware, which I'm 100% expecting him to be max per def unaware this week, that thing is really tough for us to break down. So we do have the Nasty Plot option, but we most of the time we're going to be clicking Sludge Bombs. We do, I believe, it's like around 43 to like 52. So there's a chance we do shot. It's a very slim roll. But if we do get the poison, that means that we do get that 2-hit KO, and if he reveals Magic Guard because he doesn't take poison damage, that means that we can Nasty Plot the next time when it comes in and be able to kill it with a Sludge Bomb. So that's real nice. We do have the Ice Beam here as well, which just helps silence a lot of things such as that Gliscor, gives it a guaranteed one shot there, can also hit the Iron Leaves before Terra and the Noctowl, and then we have Dark Pulse, which hits most of his team neutrally. The Greninja hits it. With this 3, I think we hit his team very well. We obviously are the fastest Pokemon in the matchup as well, because Greninja's only 1-2-2. Although I do think Greninja comes maybe Scarfed. I do think it's probably Scarfed. We have Sludge Bomb for Gren. We have the Dark Pulse for the Gouging. We have the Ice Beam for Gliscor. We have the Sludge Bomb for Clefable. We have Dark Pulse for Scizor, especially without +2, but Bullet Punch could be scary. Dark Pulse also hits the Glimmora. The Raikou, which I do think is going to be Terra Ice if it does come. Dark Pulse. The Iron Leaves, we can also Dark Pulse, unless it's like Terra Fighting, then we can go for the Ice Beam or Sludge Bomb. We have the Phalanx, which will take a lot from a +2 Ice Beam or Sludge Bomb, and then Noctowl is obviously weak to Ice Beam. So yeah, very nice set, I think, and covers his team pretty well. Next up, we have Dragalge running the Assault Vest. This is our main swap into that Spadef Clefable. Allows us to pivot around. You do have the Draco Meteor Sludge Bomb, stabs with the Dap ability, very, very strong. We are running Sludge Bomb over Sludge Wave just for the extra poison chance, just because if we do, for example, hit the Clefable, we want to get poisons. But if he does make the swap out into some of his more defensive mons, something like if he's like in front of us with like a Greninja, we can Sludge Bomb, potentially fish for poisons. If he goes into something like Raikou, which is Terra Ice, if that wants to come in, that we can also potentially poison that, would be nice. We are also Skull, which gives us massive damage into something like a Spadef Gliscor, if that comes. Gives good damage into Glamora, if that Spadef wants to be the swap in. If he goes Scizor, which I do think is the best swap in to us, we can potentially get that 30% burn, which is huge. And also we could burn something like an Iron Leaves if that wants to come in aggressively. And then we have finally Flip Turn for pivoting. Next up, we have our Life Orb Terrifier Superior. I think Terrifier is a very strong into this team, especially if we can get rid of that Clefable, obviously, which does ignore our Leaf Storm boosts. But Terrifier allows us to hit the Scizor, which obviously also allows us to resist the Bullet Punches. Terrifier also lets us hit the Iron Leaves, which is a resist, like any Terratide that wants to deal with us. And Terrifier plus Grass is very strong into AP's team generally. The only resists are the Iron Leaves, Noctowl, Scizor, and the Gouging Fire. So Fire gives us a good hit into the Leaves and Scizor, and then Dragon Pulse allows us to hit the Gouging Fire super effectively, and Noctowl takes a lot from the Terrifier, and I doubt it comes, especially at +2, it's not taking hits too well. And then finally we have Leech Seed, just in case that Gouging Fire wants to come in early. We are running the Life Orb, I didn't forget to mention that, but the Life Orb should allow us to kill Gouging Fire with a Leaf Storm into a Dragon Pulse, which is really, really nice, if it's not like super defensive. But if we are early game and we don't want to make big risks like that, we can use Leech Seed to get back some HP, which we are losing obviously a lot from Life Orb. Next up, we have our Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon, which I think looks very, very scary in this matchup for AP, solely because we have a nice speed tier, and also we're only outsped by the Raikou and the Greninja, both which don't want to take the Ivy Cudgels, plus Grass Moves. Especially if he uses that Terra Ice Raikou I'm predicting to hit this. We have the Ivy Cudgel, of course. We have Play Rough, which is specifically here to be able to obviously get some super effective damage down on Greninja and Phalanx, which I do think if Phalanx is kind of come, it's going to come as a Fizz Death Wall for the Ogerpon Cornerstone specifically, so that's why that's there. Which we can boost obviously with Source Nuts. And if it is Iron Leaves, I do think that will probably be Terra Fighting, just because it allows it to hit the Ogerpon super effectively here, which allows us to get that Player of damage. And then finally we have the Trailblazers, because if we do get that +1, we're only outsped by the Scarf Greninja or Raikou, which I think really struggle. If we're +2 and we get +1 speed, and he's not Scarf, Raikou, and Gren, or is not both, I think he's one or the other this game, Scarf Gren or Scarf Raikou, just to help with our Darkrai. That really helps out. Next up, we have the Donphan, which is Fizz Death, Rocky Helmet. We have Fire Fang to be hitting that Scizor. We have Ice Spin for stuff like the Gliscor, which I do think is a strong swap in, and Earthquake. We are very offensive with this because we do get a lot of damage into things that we need to get damage on for our late game super, stuff like the Scizor, stuff like the Gouging Fire, this is our main swap into Gouging Fire, just to be able to get the Rocky Helmet chip, which is necessary. And then we have Rapid Spin because he has a lot of hazards and we want to get rid of him. And then finally we have our Heavy Duty Boot Sylveon, just in case those hazards do go up. We don't want to get poisoned on this. We have Hyper Voice, we have Yawn specifically because this is also physically defensive, and we can come into the Gouging Fire and Yawn it. And be able to put it to sleep if we are in a really bad pinch, because I think it's still terrifying. And we have Wish, and then we have Baton Pass to get slow pivots. So yeah, that is our team for week 6, and I'll see you lot all in the battle. It's going to be a very tough one against AP. Hello everyone, and welcome to... Hello everyone, and welcome to week 6, I believe, of the UDL, the ICP. Oh my god, I'm getting very confused right now. But we're playing AP. Goes to Toronto Take Heart. Fun fact, I've played AP like 8 times and I've lost every single match. So if I can win 1, that'd be incredible. He does have the terrifying Iron Leaves. I am shocked by no Raikou. I will like to say that. I thought that thing looked ridiculous into me with just Terra Ice. What else is not here? We see the Greninja, did expect that. Do see the Gouging Fire, definitely see the Clefable, definitely see the Gliscor, definitely see the Scissor, and see the Terrifying Iron Leaves. So what's not here? No Noctowl, no Phalanx, kind of expected that. No Glamora is also very good. And then no Raikou. I think we always lead Darkrai into this. Worst case scenario is he's like stealth rocking Clefable lead. He's going to see no Palafin, so he might prepare to lead for Palafin. I do think this is Scarf Greninja. I just feel it in my bones, especially with no Raikou. I mean, he could be Scarf Gliscor. I do know AP loves that set, but I am just going to leave with Darkrai in case he wants to be lead Gliscor, or he wants to be Greninja Scarf. Or something. I'm assuming this is Max Spadef Clefable for my Darkrai. Getting through this Clefable is going to be the big issue. If we can do that, I think we are in a really good spot. Sizzle's also a nightmare to deal with, but Ogerpon looks really, really strong, especially with no Glamora. And no Raikou to outspeed it, naturally. Laric. It is straight up Gliscor! Part of me just wants to plot immediately. He could be Scarf. He could very easily be Scarf. I also kind of just want to Ice Beam. Max attack. U-turn, I'm assuming hurts a lot. There's 47.3 to 55.7. Ice Beam does always kill. I am just going to click the Ice Beam button. He is going to immediately withdraw. Is it into Clefable? Probably not Scarf. Goes Moon Knight. That sounds like a Clefable to me, and let's see how Spadef you are. Looks Max Spadef to me. No lefties. And we double check. We do 20 to 23 to Max Spadef. We actually did a bit more, so he's not like super max, but that's fine. We can go into either Sylveon or Dragalge here. No leftovers is intriguing to me. Dragalge just feels like our obvious answer. So I'm gonna go there. We're gonna see how much damage he wants to deal to us. He wants to withdraw immediately. Ooh. Is it? Who is it? Gear 2 kind of sounds like a Sizzle. Really good swap from AP. Honestly, almost immediately, I kind of just want to U-turn on this, or flip turn on this, but I kind of want the health. I could go Donphan here. Donphan's my like concrete answer with the Rocky Helm. If he's banded, how much is he doing to me? He's not like OHKOing me. Knockoff's doing like 60%, and losing my Assault Vest isn't great. U-turn's doing like 30. Flip turn, I'm doing 10% to him. Let's see if he's banded too. I'm just gonna flip turn out. He's just gonna knock, okay. And he does 130 damage with the knockoff. Which tells me you are not banded. You could just be... Are you max adamant on that damage? That is a roll from Max Adamant. Okay. Part of me just wants to gain my Donphan here. I kind of just want to Fire Fang here. I believe we're EV'd to be faster than min speed to Darkrai. I could be wrong. No, we're not. You're not. Part of me wants the Ice Spinner here. Earthquake ain't a bad play either. I'm gonna Fire Fang. Fire Fang's the mid-turn. Yeah, U-turns, okay. Takes Helmet, which is nice. Taking so much damage on a Dragalge and Donphan early isn't great. But we do have chip on the Sizzle. We do have chip on the Clefable. He's going to see our Firefang exists. I don't mind revealing this, because we can always Earthquake later for a huge chunk. He does go Greninja. Ah, Earthquaking was the right play then. We do a good chunk still with the Firefang. We get a burn too, so if he's physical, that's huge. I doubt it. I almost want to say, like, just straight up that he's Scarfed. I want to go Dragalge, but I don't have my Assault Vest. How good is Dragalge? Dragalge without the Assault Vest isn't as good. I'm going to go there, and we're going to scout for physical. We're just going to scout what this is, right? Getting all that chip early on is nice. Getting chip on this Greninja, once again, really nice. Especially with burn adding up over time. I want to keep my Donphan around, 100%. It's special Greninja. Okay, good information. 70 damage. And I'm pretty sure I just saw a Life Orb pop up. Okay. Whew. We also did not see a Protean pop up, so this is Battle Bond. He could easily Ice Beam into me right now. Why is Surf not in my calc? I do have time to calc this. He did 70 with a Surf. I'm not Assault Vested right now. That is a roll from just Max Special Attack Life Orb. Does Sylveon take this on well? Yes. Burn plus Life Orb, just so much chip. I'm not giving you a Battle Bond KO. Yep, there's the Ice Beam. I'm going to slow baton pass in case you U-turn. I doubt you U-turn and take that 10% though. He does withdraw. Okay, so we get control now. And we know that our Darkrai is faster. And we do see the Sizzle get revealed. You know you're not banded. You know you're not Life Orbed. I'm gonna go Serpent, get my Terrifier up. With Leaf Storm, I'm gonna Leaf Storm here. And he does withdraw, so we make the right play. We didn't have to Terra, but I think it was important in case he did Bullet Punch. He goes straight into his Clefable. Huge. We're going to hit a Leaf Storm. And we're going to do huge damage. Because we are Life Orb. And we're going to Leaf Storm again. He's gonna let Clefable go down. That is huge. That opens up our Darkrai massively if we get a plot up. What's the answer? Greninja? Because I need to play very smart around Greninja. He could easily Sludge Wave me. I'm gonna make the Dragalge play. If he Ice Beam predicts me, that's phenomenal. He surfed, okay. This burn has been phenomenal in chipping this thing down. Does he Ice Beam now? Do I have a reason to Sludge Bomb? No. Do I have a reason not to Scald? I'm gonna throw off a Draco Meteor in case he swaps. I think I die to anything here. He just surfs again. Okay, do we live this? We do not. Okay. Down goes Dragalge. Fine. Gren is dealt with, though. He gets his Battle Bond, though. I wish I had Protect on my Sylveon, because I think it would kill it off. I wish I had Ice Shot. I do not have any form of priority. Do I have to... I think I have to give up my Ogerpon Sturdy here. Nothing's faster, so I'm just gonna Cudgel. He's gonna Ice Beam me, I assume, down to Sturdy. I should have Swords Danced to force something else in. Force in the, But yeah, there's Greninja gone. Huge threat down. We most likely are gonna see Sizzle here. We see the leaves, which is Booster Speed. I should have tried. Ooh, Booster Speed? Booster Attack! I don't think this is naturally faster than me. I should have Swords Danced. I'm gonna Cudgel on you. This could just beat me from where I'm at, actually. He's terrifying. I should have played Raft. Oh no, I'm so silly. Oh, I completely forgot about the Terror. I should have always played Raft there. That's literally what Play Rought's for. He Trailblazers, yeah. Smart. Sylveon is Fizz Death. I hope it takes one from Booster Attack. Iron Leaves. I don't think it kills Sylveon from where I'm at. I could be so wrong. I don't know if this thing has a tech move. I'm calcing Adamant Life Orb, but should I be calcing Cork Drive instead? Booster attack. You still don't kill me with a Sly Blade. Nor a CC Wild Charge. Nothing of that is killing. You could just go for it, which is very, very fair. He withdraws. Okay, I get damage on something else. Or I just don't take the chip on Sylveon. It is into Sizzle, which is fine by me. Get a little bit of chippies on that. I kind of want to go Serp, but I think Donphan is the safer play. If I go Donphan, what do I let in? I don't think we let in anything too bad. I am just going to go Donphan. If you U-turn, you take more helmet chip, which is good for me in chipping you down. You do U-turn, okay, that's fine. That was a lot. There's helmet. What is it into? Gliscor to get the poison off, I assume. Yep, Gliscor, okay. We do have Ice Spinner, which does a lot. Part of me is screaming to spin right now. I'm gonna spin first. He knocks me off. I'll take that. Get the speed on him. That looked super defensive. He poison heals. I'm gonna Ice Spinner. He Earthquakes. Oh my god, he's fast. I live on 2. Huge damage from Ice Spinner here. So close to a KO. I should have Ice Spinner twice. I didn't know he was fast. I'm gonna, I think, Earthquake here. I think I always spin, actually, to prevent any hazard shenanigans. If he does try to go for them. He U-turns, okay. Into who? This thing is so low. Loads of things are super low. If it's Sizzle, that's scary. It's gouging. It's straight up gouging. I might lose to this on the spot. I've got to go Sylveon and go for a Yawn. We don't see booster energy from gouging fire. Max attack, adamant, heat crash isn't killing me. I'm gonna Yawn. He DDs! Okay, we get the call right. I'm Yawn for a reason. I'm gonna baton pass here. I think he's weighing up killing me versus not killing me. He crashes a guaranteed KO if he's adamant. If he's jolly, I don't believe so it is. He DDs again. Wow. Is he Lumberry and I've lost? If he's Lumberry, it's over. I was so certain this thing was boots, but the way he just DD'd again, it could just be over. He falls asleep, Lumberry, and he wins. Lumberry wins. Lumberry is not present. I need a 2-turn sleep. I think that's the only way I win this game now. I need a Leaf Storm, I think. Do I need a Leaf Storm? How much did that do? Give me the Dragon Pulse, please. Are you Haban? Please. 2 turns of sleep. Two turns. He stays asleep! We get off the Dragon Pulse. Down goes Gouging Fire. And now I don't think he has anything that's faster than me. And I'm at +2. Iron Leaves has good Spadef, but enough to take a Life Orb hit? At that HP? You are Terrestrialized into a fighting type. I'm just checking if I can. Terrabloss is 63.7. You are above that. I have to leave Storm. Please. Yes, Superior! Down goes the Terror Captain. I don't think Scizor can kill me. He is max adamant. That is all he is. There is no Life Orb. He could be Protector. I'm at +4. I have no reason not to Terror Blast. This is a 100% accurate move. Breathe Fire, Sup! Bullet Punch only does 18% to me. I think that's game. I think the curse is broken. The curse is broken. Oh my god. The luck favored me. The prophecy. I've done it. I've defeated AP. I've waited for this moment. Ever since this man swept me 6-0 with a flying resist berry Sinistcha. It's finally happened. We take down the mighty AP. Oh my god. Respect to AP, his sets were phenomenal. But I needed this. I needed this win. And AP is such a good friend of mine. He's such a nice person. He is genuinely, when I see this man prep for Draft League games, when I see this man play Draft League games, it's like he's just on another level. It's just easy for him. So that's the reason why I am just like so happy right now. Because to beat him is an achievement. And I've lost to him like 8 times. I mentioned it at the start of, I mentioned it in the team builder. I'm sure I mentioned it now. Oh my god, this is huge for me. This is so much more than just positioning in this league. This is a monumental achievement for me. So I apologize if I'm getting way too hyped, guys, over a win that came down to luck at the end, because that yawn, if he doesn't 2 turns sleep, it's over. And AP played to his outs, and I was so scared that was Lumberry for a second, but GG's to AP. I wish him the best of luck in qualifying. To him, this is just not something massive, but to me it's huge. And once again, we're good friends, so I'm all praises to him. Best draft player, arguably, I've ever seen. Or had the honour of playing with. So yeah, GG's to AP, and I'll see you lot all next week. Bye bye.